On this video, we're going to go through quite a lot of really good features to help you use Realisor in a workshop or to present and engage with people. One of these is the defaults, and what you can do is you can actually change the names of the nodes, their shape, their colour, their default size and so on, to help you mirror and reflect what is most comfortable for your audience. So they might use certain colours, they might use certain names day to day, and you can use the same terminology with them. Sometimes you want to take notes in a meeting or in a workshop. So by clicking on a node, this box pops up, and you can choose a field on that node to enter some text in. And this is really useful just for capturing information on the fly. So as you click on the different nodes, you can enter the data for them. And there's also a report available in the report section to print out all the notes and actions for you after a workshop. There's something in Realisor called views, which are really handy if you want to present a version of the map to an audience. So these could be a number of slides, for example, that build up and tell a story. So here you just create one by clicking the plus, give it a name, and then you can select some nodes to hide. So you can go through choosing that option to hide nodes. You can also move them around on that view. So as you can see, it doesn't change the main view at all. And what you can actually do is show ghosts, which shows the ones you've hidden on a view. And this is really handy if you want to show the real complexity that's behind a view. So you can create as many of those as you want. And you can also use something called node groups. So these are like labels that you create. So you create a group for the label, like locations, and then within them you create the different groupings. So here I'm creating a number of different countries, because some nodes are going to be applicable to some countries in my model. So what I'm doing, I'm just creating 4 of those, and then what I'll do is I'll allocate some nodes to a group by selecting them and then do add to group. And you can see it puts a border around and also changes the colour of the reference. Here I just want to allocate those to a different country. And then what I'll do is I'll create another category, because what I want to do is I want to show you how you can use the search facility in a workshop to answer queries like, okay, I want to see the nodes which are in a certain country and also applicable to a certain department. So now we've got our department, and I'll just allocate those to finance. And then we can go and search on them. So just to show you the groups. Right, and if we go to the search tab, then on the far right there you can see the groups where the search is set up. So the first thing I want to do is show some locations. So a specific one, the UAE, and I also want to see which nodes are also in finance in UAE. I'll activate the search, click filter, and there you go. So it can be quite powerful to engage people in a different way, to show that it's not just a flat model, but actually it's got much higher value than that. Also, when you create a model, you might want to put some notation on it directly on the map for everyone to see, rather than using the notes. And you can use a notation node for that. You can also, on a node, turn the outline red by saying it's a strategic one. This sets a flag on the node, which you can filter nodes on as well. But just for the workshop, it's great just to show something different. You also might want to show some backing to show a theme of nodes. So something which they all share and you want to draw people's attention to. This is really handy when you want to start with the big themes and then go into the detail. Put a title on it, and also you can change the colours as well. So you can create quite a visual impacting model to start a workshop off and just step people through that. You can also use the ticks to hide and show the different nodes, in addition to all the other features I've shown you. On the map, you can hide certain nodes like the qualities as well by clicking those buttons. But you can also hide the capabilities as well. And this is done through the File menu, Settings and Mapping. And by unticking this box, then the capabilities that you need to use to set up your model are hidden as well. So hiding the qualities and the capabilities can show a really simplified model if it's right for your audience. Also, what you can do is on the lines you can add some descriptions, and you can have those visible so when you hover over a line they appear, or you can set them to appear all the time. So I'll just turn that on to show those line descriptions. Also, the ID number, if we go to the data behind a node, you can see this external ID, and in here you can put in a more friendly ID reference so it appears on the node. So if I just turn those on using the external IDs, you can see them appear. And this can be really easy and useful to do. Sometimes you want to create some images which are quite easy to see on certain projectors, and the plane mode really helps you with that. And by turning off the IDs as well, you can also create a much simplified view. The minor IDs are the ones on the qualities. Okay, so we've been through quite a lot of features here to help you change the look and feel of your outcome map, to engage an audience with, and also to capture data. There's some extra ones, so for example you can use the map to clipboard, the little camera in the top left, and that creates a very high quality image for you to paste into documents. And even though it might be quite crunched up and small, because you've got a lot of detail on your map, you can actually zoom in to quite a good degree and see the detail in the document. It's worthwhile checking out the e-learning lessons because they have quite a lot of extra features available to you and can also step you through a lot of what we've been through on this video. So you're now ready to really run a workshop with Realisor, to build a model, to annotate it and to show it in different ways. The best thing you can do now is practice and use some of these features and get comfortable with them. Thank you for your time.